All right, it's the Max Breakfast. It's the big question this beautiful Thursday morning. And we're looking at the Okoye brothers and, the brouhaha, the mbembem, the things going on around them. There was the other one, Chachandara, that's going on around them. Jude just regaining his freedom after 2 months in jail. He just perfected his bail. But he'll still be, appearing in court on the money laundering charges that have been put against him by the EFCC by a petition that was written by his brother Peter last year. So that was what begot the big question. Should siblings be putting themselves out there in such a fashion, or should it be settled in-house? But this is, as much as I'd like to play devil's advocate, this is fraud or a suspicion of fraud, money laundering. And if someone has been cheated, and Peter said he did approach Paul and Jude and ask, a number of times, what is going on? What is this company? And he didn't get the answers he wanted. So that is why he decided to go to the law. Mm-hmm. So, he does have a point, but it is sad to see because first we had to watch the brothers as a music phenomenon, as it is, break up. And then now start hearing issues of their brother, who was their manager at some point in time as well, having issues with them as well, having issues with one of them because Paul seems to be fine, whatever is going on. So,
did you know?
Yes.
I'll explain this to you, or I'll just let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that over the years, this whole problem between Peter and Paul Okoye and Jude as well.
Yes.
I've gotten so lost that I no longer want to know what's going on.
It's been messy for a while.
I've gotten so lost in the entire thing, and I really do not want to know what's going on because it's beginning to annoy me. I don't even know. I don't know. And all I'm just trying to say is if it gets to a point where your own sibling is trying to be the death of you, please do the right thing. Don't say it's just
which is settle it inside.
No, that's not. If you have to involve the external,
EFCC,
police, EFCC, please do it. It's just like staying in an abusive relationship.
Okay.
Yes. If it is getting to a point where every day they close your left eye every day.
No, definitely I agree with that. This way, it's the same thing. Just a few dollars here and there. It's not much.
It's even worse.
Yes.
It's emotional blackmail or emotional whatever.
Yes.
And then you make it worse by saying, oh, it's your brother, it's your blood.
How much is the money? Just $1 billion plus now. Not much like that.
I go really off this mic and I go come to go house. Because what do you mean? I go off this mic and I go house. You say just $1 billion.
Just $1 billion plus. Not
Westy,
between brothers.
If you had siblings, and this kind of matter happen, you Westy, you.
Apart from EFCC, mo lè pe fagan.
You see.
Oh my God, billion la ma powo ye, it's a billion stones.
2 seconds ago, you was advising me.
As you have turned it to me, I think of the money. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. All right, so the big question, obviously, the answer would be, if it gets to a point where it's becoming the death of you, as Ella said, psychologically, emotionally, even physically. Do what you need to do so that you can find closure.
He's your brother. If he were my brother, he wouldn't be hurting me this way. If he were my brother, he would not want what is bad for me. So, go to prison.
All right.
You have to.
We'll see how the story unfolds in the coming months between the Okoye brothers. And that does it for the big question. In the next hour, matters arising. More great conversations to be had. More great content. Of course, it's a hit music station for Lagos. More great music on the way. All right. Matters arising. A quick update. Please, that's 3 pleases. Stay healthy, especially if you live in Lagos.
Why?
Because Lagos is short of 66,000 doctors and nurses.
How do you know this?
Says the Commissioner of Health. That is the highest authority you can get right now. All right, so the Lagos state government has revealed that the state needs an additional 33,000 doctors and another 33,000 nurses to provide adequate medical services to residents. Speaking on Wednesday at the ongoing ministerial press briefing to mark the second year of the second term of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu in Lagos, the Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, stated there are 7,000 doctors in Lagos, but the state needs 33,000 more doctors. and an equal number of nurses. Quote, there's an urgent demand to exponentially increase quality healthcare professionals in Nigeria. There's an urgent demand to increase quality healthcare professionals in Nigeria. Abarami, however, said that the state government is working at bridging the gap through the State University of Medicine and Health, UMH. You have 7,000 doctors. And you need 33,000 more, which means basically we need 40,000 doctors, and we have less than 10%.
I don't know why we're still having this conversation, because it's not today. We already know the reason why this is happening. If you study medicine or nursing or pharmacy or all those related courses
Medical-related
in
courses.
Nigeria,
Yes.
It has shown over the years that they don't get paid well, they're overworked and underpaid. And then they found out that if they travel to certain places, that is Canada, UK, US,
Yes.
they are more valued there.
Even India.
Their time is more valued, even Morocco. Their time is more valued there.
Yes.
They're paid for their services.
Yes.
They are treated the way lifesavers and superheroes are supposed to be treated. But when it happens here, when you become a medical doctor and you're working here, I know a medical doctor that has to work 3 jobs.
You told me.
3 jobs.
He's even a broadcaster.
No, that's a different
That's
one.
another one again.
He has to work 3 jobs
Yeah.
to be able to make up to 700K. 3 jobs.
So the solution is obvious.
Do you know what that means?
Yes.
That means as a medical doctor,
Yes.
he's earning 200K.
Yes. So the solution is obvious. The solution is quite obvious.
Hey!
Make it profitable. Make it enticing to work as a medical doctor in Nigeria, not just Lagos. Because what you're saying, my father is a retired pathologist. He worked at Luth. He was an associate professor at Luth. I've told you the story of as soon as I got admission into the University of Lagos at the tender age of 16.
Very tender age.
The tender age of 16, my father said, oh boy, how far? You know how to cook, you know how to take, you can bath yourself, you can wash your bum bum. Yeah, you have entered. And he did the jackpot.
He did the jobs.
He did jobs, and he went to Minnesota, and he had a very, very fruitful career as a medical doctor there till he retired. He never came back because of that. And that was, this I'm telling you, was in 1995. And this is what, 2025,
A full
and
circle moment.
it is still happening. We need to talk about this. We need to figure this out.
How many mouths want to talk about this?
Yeah, we need to keep talking.
How many mouths?
Or else, don't fall sick.
This my one mouth is tired.
Or is Agbo Jadi people will be using, Agbo Iba.
Sounds like a threat.
I'm telling you, 7,000 doctors is all we have.
Hit music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.